I'm so glad you could hop on this call today. How you been?
I've been pretty good, Tori. I really appreciate you chatting with me for a little bit. So I've got a little bit of an issue that I feel like you may be able to help me solve.
All
So I've
right.
got some buyers. I'll give you kind of the rundown. They are 300 and below, which is a fairly decent price here in Starkville, but they are concerned. And what they're concerned about is the interest rate. And I know that we all are, but I've been trying to explain to them that if they wait and don't get in the game now, that it's going to come back and bite them later on if what they're wanting is a lower interest rate. So, as you and I know, the threes and fours are probably never coming back. And they understand that too. They're hoping for maybe a five. But I've been trying to find a way to efficiently and clearly explain to them how a 5% interest rate in a couple of years may actually end up to you paying more out of pocket than a 7.5% interest rate now.
Definitely. So they're not really understanding the appreciation that happens here in Starkville.
Exactly, exactly.
All right. Well, there are a few tools we can use to kind of show them. You're their agent, right? So you can hop on MLS, share your screen with them anytime and show them these things.
Absolutely.
So I'll kind of give you some things right here. I'll go ahead and share my screen. All right. So while you were chatting, I kind of pulled up this mortgage calculator. They're around $300,000. Had they looked at that listing that we had over there on Central Avenue?
Yes, they did. I shot that over to them and they were really interested in it, but as we both know, that went pretty fast.
Yeah. So let's see if I have it pulled up here. All right. Yeah, only on the market for 16 days. Asking price is 285. Um, Gosh, that's way higher than it was when it sold a couple years ago. But let's just kind of take a look at what their payment would be right now with my interest rate calculator. I'll go ahead and refresh it so we got the interest rate that's current right here. All right, if they were going to do 285 just for funsies, that would be about a $2,039 payment each month.
Correct.
But they're really worried about that 7.7% interest rate.
Right. So they're thinking in their minds that if they wait another 2 to 3 years, even they're considering waiting even longer, maybe 4 to 5 years, and
Oh,
hoping that that interest rate drops down. They're thinking in their mind that their payments are going to be way, way lower. But I'm having a difficult time trying to explain to them how that may not be the case.
all right. Well, we can go ahead and take a look at the other half of this duplex that sold. Oh, here's one in 2017. So that's about 6 years ago, about the
Perfect.
time frame they're trying to wait to see if those interest rates go back down.
Exactly.
Holy moly, it sold for 138.5.
Wow.
All right. That's a big leap. Um, let's do my calculator right here. 138.5 divided by the 285 that we have now, just to see how big it's jumped. About 49. Just because I'm really bad at math and I always have to have a calculator, we're just going to say that that practically doubled. So around 277 would be, it doubling. So if they contracted it for 277 now, let's see, at 49%.
And so what you're saying is if they would have been the buyers in 2017, they could have had their equity doubled by now.
Oh, yeah. And if they want to wait 6 more years, this doubled in 6 years, essentially. I'm bad at math, so I'm just using this roundabout number.
Right. So let's just assume that it's going to double again in the next 6 years, being that most things have.
All right, so now we're at 277,000. That is the kind of equity they could have built. Now, with this number in mind, the 554, let's go back to this mortgage calculator since they're so worried about those interest rates.
And they would be comfortable, just so you can plug it in. They said that they would be comfortable around five.
That's about a $900 jump in their monthly payment if they wait for those interest rates to go back down. They
Wow.
need to understand that the appreciation of these houses here has a lot to do with the price per month that you're going to pay and the type of equity that you can build in this house and borrow against. And it's basically a cash flow. So at this 5% interest rate that they're super comfortable with, they've lost out on paying $900 a month less in
Well,
their
and not
monthly
only that,
payment.
but they've missed the double up in the equity as well.
Exactly. So maybe those are some tools you can kind of give them to take a look at things at a different perspective, and it'll probably make them feel better. And as we all know, refinance is always an option.
Right, right. Absolutely. Well, I really appreciate this. This clearly defines how that their payment would not go down, how it would actually reflect an increase. So I'm going to take this content that you give me today. I'm going to use this exact formula and go present that to them now.
All right. Good luck, man. Let me know how it goes.
Awesome. Thanks, Tori.
Bye.